Tonight, students get another chance at prom.
Plus, some Greeks are playing kickball. Stay tuned. TrojanVision News starts right now.
From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network and Troy campuses around the world, this is Troy TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision News for March 24th, 2015. I'm Victoria Bailey.
And I'm Xavier Harris. Thank you for joining us this evening. Troy Hall School of Journalism and Communication traded computers and cameras for golf clubs and greens. Yesterday, as school held their first ever golf tournament, Shantae Wilson has the details.
Monday at noon, the Hall School of Journalism and Communication golf tournament kicked off at the Troy Country Club. Caitlin Isom shares her experience.
Myself and a lot of the other journalism students are here volunteering for the Hall School of Journalism and Communication golf tournament. We're just doing whatever they need us to do, working registration, selling beverages to the contestants. I know that some people are out at one of the holes right now watching for a hole-in-one that if you win, you get prizes for. So we're just out here raising money.
The golf tournament had a great turnout with 15 teams and several volunteers. There were also members of the community who came out and participated.
I also think it's great that we have a lot of contestants today that aren't affiliated with the school, so it's a great way for them to get to see, what we're doing with the school, what we're doing to help our school, the pride that we have in the school, and that maybe will help them have more pride in Troy University as well, and help with funding, help with them getting more involved so that the community can become more a part of the university.
Along with the members of the community, there were Hall School of Journalism students who attended for many purposes.
I wanted to come out and help today because I love helping the part of the department of the school that I'm in. It helps me to get involved, get to know new people, and it also helps me get community service hours, which I can put on my resume for when I graduate. But it really connects me. It's a great networking opportunity, so I get to network with professors and the students, and it's a great way for us to get together outside of just the school.
Shantae Wilson, Troy, TrojanVision News.
This was the first year the Hall School held a golf tournament, and organizers hope to make it a yearly new tradition.
Troy University Spectrum Alliance is giving Troy University students another opportunity to go to prom. The group is holding a second chance prom this Friday night in the Arboretum. The group wants to give students that might not have had the perfect prom in high school another shot and to make it a memorable night.
We just want everybody to have the chance to go to prom with their person of choice. And some schools are not, you cannot actually bring your partner if you're in a same-sex or same-gender relationship. So we just want to offer every student at Troy University the opportunity to go to prom with their date. And but at the same time, it's just, for everyone that has never gotten to go to a prom. Like, I'm an international student, so for me it's really exciting because my school in Germany never had a prom. So it's also, just a second chance for everybody that didn't get to have a prom for whatever reason at their high school.
The second chance prom will be this Friday at 7:30 in the Arboretum. Advance tickets are $1 and tickets the night of will be $2. They will be selling tickets in the Trojan Center all week.
This week is Greek Week, a chance for Troy University's fraternities and sororities to have a little friendly competition to see which group is the best. Today, the Greeks revisited a playground classic.
When you think of kickball, you may imagine a bunch of middle schoolers at recess. Well, in this case, it's college students. Troy University's Greeks played kickball in honor of Greek Week.
Well, today is just one of the events for Greek Week, and so we're doing kickball. And then later tonight we'll have a trivia game and just have a few different things like this planned throughout the week. The point of Greek Week is really just to bring unity to the Greek community. A lot of things we do are kind of course, individual, like different sororities, different fraternities. Or homecoming, is one big competition. And so even though there's a lot of different things that are competition throughout the week, it's also just to bring each other together and to be involved in different things. And also we support different philanthropies this week as a whole rather than our individual philanthropies.
And for this year's kickball game, the Greeks wanted to do something different. And what did they try this year?
While this year is not the first year Troy University's Greek has hosted their kickball game, they've added something new this year. This year's theme is Hunger Games. May the odds ever be in your favor.
What we did is we we had another Greek week idea that someone else had come up with, and they were both really good ideas. But we discussed it in one meeting, and then we kind of did the pros and cons of each one, and then we kind of weighed it out. And then the next meeting we came back together. Blake and I passed out blank sheets of paper, and we asked everyone to write down their choice, and then we counted up the votes, and it came up as Hunger Games.
Xavier Harris, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The next Greek Week event will be a trivia competition tonight in Sartain Hall. Over the next 2 weeks, we're taking a look at a few of Troy University student groups in our Organization Spotlight series.
That's right, Xavier. Today we will learn about a new group that is designed to help promote Russian culture on campus. And Victoria Sabina has the story.
Troy University counts international students from more than 70 countries. Professors from Russia started a Russian club to spread the knowledge about their motherland.
The main purpose of the club is to exchange culture and to introduce Americans to Russian culture, and also the opposite, to have Russians and Russian speakers also be able to share their culture and learn more about Americans as well, and to facilitate intercultural communication.
The members of the club have a unique chance to learn Russian language exactly from the native speakers.
I attend Russian club because I'm a native speaker of Russian and Ukrainian languages. I come here because there's a lot of people who want to learn about Russian culture and to learn Russian language.
It's a new organization on campus that was created in a spring semester. Students explained why it is important to learn more about other cultures and languages.
It's a whole other type of political science or politics over there, and a whole different regime. So I wanted to learn more about the culture and how it came from the people's side. It's somewhere I'd like to travel to one day, and so it'd be a lot easier to know the language.
Well, there's a lot of majors like political science, international relations, and knowing other languages will help them get a better job.
The Russian club meetings take place every Thursday at 5 p.m. in Patterson Hall. Victoria Sabina, Troy, TrojanVision News.
We will continue our Organization Spotlight tomorrow night with a group that is trying to put the focus on budding filmmakers on Troy's campus.
And now taking a look at news from around the state. In Scottsboro, a former sheriff deputy who was a school resource officer has been indicted on charges that he sexually abused a student more than a decade ago. A Jackson County jury indicted Lee Carroll Perry this month on 9 counts of sexual offense. He was a school resource officer at Skyline School in 2003 and 2004.
In Montgomery, state prosecutors say House Speaker Mike Hubbard is manufacturing a bogus narrative of investigation leaks to distract the public from his criminal wrongdoing. Prosecutors asked Judge yesterday to reject Hubbard's motion to dismiss the indictment. Hubbard claims that there were violations of the Grand Jury Secrecy Act and other problems with his investigation against him.
In Gadsden, the mother of an Alabama girl says the child's grandmother doesn't deserve to live after being convicted of running the youngster to death. Heather Walker took the stand yesterday supporting prosecutors who want the death penalty for the 49-year-old Joyce Harding Garrett. Still to come on TrojanVision News, the baseball team have a rematch against Jacksonville State. Clay Yeager will tell us more when he joins us in sports.
Plus new information in the Boston bombing marathon trial. That more and after the break.
Prosecutors showed jurors never before seen evidence in the Boston Marathon bombing trial. I'm Marley Hall with the latest coming up.
Put the gun down.
It's up, so I need you to take your hand off. Looks like it's done.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Huntington! Every proper bear knows that the right fit means everything. Especially when it comes to car seats.
Oh, really? I just did what any bear would do.
So know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size.
I like it.
To learn more, visit safercar.gov/the right seat.
Oh, hello there. Oh, where's that bear?
Now, the latest in Trojan sports on Troy TrojanVision News.
The baseball team will look to protect their home territory and improve their home record as they take on Jacksonville State tonight. The Trojans took on the Gamecocks last week as they lost on the road 4-18. This season, Jacksonville State has had an impressive start as they have an overall record of 12-8. However, the Gamecocks have had some trouble on the road as they have an away record of 3-3 traveling to Troy. The Trojans, on the other hand, are 11-12 while they have a home record of 9-6. Since the matchup last week, the Jacksonville State has won 5 games and lost 2. As of now, Jacksonville State is on a 3-game win streak, and head coach Bobby Pierce says that he feels like his team is more prepared and hopes they can redeem themselves.
They handed it to us pretty good over at their place last Tuesday, so I hope we get a better pitching performance than we did last week. Hopefully our team is a little more prepared. We are playing at home. Hopefully we can split that series by winning at home.
The game will start at 6 p.m. at Riddle Pace Field. The softball team is currently playing Kennesaw State in Game 2 for a doubleheader, with the score being 2-0 Kennesaw State at the top of the 4th inning. The Trojans played Kennesaw earlier today, losing that game 4-0. That win puts Kennesaw State's record at 20-10, as well as boosts their home record to 11-6. The Owls are now, as of now, on a 2-game win streak. However, Troy has a chance to disrupt that win streak in Game 2. Head coach Beth Mullins says they just have to continue to play their game.
They're well coached. They've got a great team. They've got good pitching, good hitting, and I think they've been playing really good ball right now. So I just tell the girls we've got to be consistent, and we've been playing consistent ball for the last 2 weeks, and I think if we continue to do that, we will give ourselves a chance.
After tonight, the Trojans will turn around to prepare for in-state rival UAB next week. The track and field team finished competition at the Alabama Relays over the week with top finishes. Karina Cox would earn first place in the discus as she threw for 52.28 meters. Sydney Wright would finish in the top 10 for the 100-meter dash as she finished 4th overall. Garrison Floyd earned 6th place in the 110-meter hurdles with a time of 12.03 seconds. Now the Trojans will look to have the same success as they shift their focus towards this weekend as they compete against the University of North Florida in Mobile. The men's golf team hasn't played since the Seminole Intercollegiate during spring break, but during the downtime, the Trojans have gotten some good news in the rankings. The men are currently the highest-ranked Sunbelt team in the nation in the national rankings, coming in at 45 in the GolfStat national rankings. Individually, the Trojans have had 5 players in the top 17 in the head-to-head rankings. Head coach Matt Terry says the rankings give the team a boost in confidence.
There, when the conference championship's over with and moving on into hopefully regionals and national play. But right now it's nice. It's nice for the guys to get a little pat on the back for the good work they've done this year, but they've got to continue to do that if they want to, stay ahead of a Georgia Southern who's right on top of us and could overtake us tomorrow in the rankings when they come out.
Up next, the Trojans head to Furman Intercollegiate this Friday in Greenville, South Carolina. Today, the football team has just started their first spring practice under the head coach, Neil Brown. The football team will have a total of 13 practices leading up to the inter-squad scrimmage T-Day. Troy will have 55 letter winners returning and 16 starters from last season. However, it's a new era and every player will have their chance to show the revamped coaching staff what they're made of and fight for a spot on the depth chart. Practice will be held on the practice fields behind the Trojan Arena, and attendance is open and encouraged to fans, alumni, and the student body. The annual T-Day will be on April 25th.